What's up, guys? It's therioes here, and we are going to be talking about who will yield the sword of Excalibur. Will it be Jim? We don't know that, because when Jim was trying to pull the sword out of the stone, he was unable to. He went back, and Deuce gave him some encouraging words. He looked back at the sword, and everything stopped. And then it went to New York. So what's gonna happen? Will Jim be the one? Will Jim be the one yielding Excalibur, or will it be a different character? One of my other theories are it could either be Steve. He's the he's the knight of Arcadia, the only knight of Arcadia, and it would be kind of cool to see Steve like become like kind of not like Jim. No, I'm not gonna say he's cloning Jim, but like most of the thing, he hasn't really been like aggressive. Like he hasn't learned any moves. So it'd be kind of cool to see him fight with an enchanting sword and see how well he does against the villains and antagonists of the next movie. But I also really want Jim to get wield Excalibur. It's basically a replacement for him being the troll hunter. He should get like some armor, and he'll be set. And plus, he already has swordsmanship and sword fighting skills, so he won't even need to be taught how to use the sword. He already know how to. I'm thinking that's why they're Deuce was asking to give it to him, was offering to give it to him because Jim had, yeah, he was already the troll hunter. He has sword skills. He's amazing at it, and like he fits really well for the job to yield Excalibur. Well, now let's see if anyone else could wield Excalibur. If you do Toby, I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna say no because he already has a weapon of his own, the Warhammer. It gives him flotation, and it does a lot of. It's a really hard damage. And if you see, sorry if I spoiler this. If you still haven't watched Trollhunters, if you see at the end of Eternal Night Part 2, he destroys the Shadow Staff, the Scatharoon, and the amulet with not even trying. So the Warhammer must be powerful if it does that damage. Must be really strong. But yeah, that's a character that's not gonna wield Excalibur. Now, who could wield it? Could it be Deuce? No. And the reason I say no is because Deuce already has his staff and magic. He won't need a sword to fight with. He has magic, and he's one of the strongest wizards now. He's learned how to mastery over magic, and now he has his staff to help him and guide his teammates and partners to victory. So no, he would not be wielding Excalibur. Now let's see. So what? Let's say Jim or Steve do yield it. What's stopping the demigods from resurrecting the Green Knight, putting him under his control, and trying to like? Do you know how like Jim got his amulet back when he called for it? What if the same rules apply with when the Green Knight calls for it? Because he did yield it for a really long time, so it might still only remember him. But if Jim can get control of it and use it for good, I think he maybe can yield it without having to like lose it all the time because the Green Knight's calling for it. If that happens, then Jim's gonna be defenseless, like kinda in the show. He wasn't defenseless all the time, but he didn't really have a major weapon. Now, next character. Will it be Arg? That is a definite no because Arg doesn't need a sword, and I probably don't think he knows how to fight with swords. Like come on, I'm not saying he's bad. He just like He's good for the brute strength. He's good for those type of stuff, not swordsmanship and stuff. Now, Blinky, that is probably the worst no, I have to say. Blinky is not a fighter. He's a fighter, but he has the broomstick. He's a broomstick, and that can guide him itself. But now let's see. Who else could yield it? Let me think of another character. Can't be Claire. She's fine. She has magic. Oh, let's say they don't resurrect the Arcane Order don't resurrect the Green Knight. What if they resurrect and make a champion like the Troll Hunter, the ultimate champion? That's just some thoughts, and they somehow get Excalibur from Jim, and they get their greatest champion ever to yield it. That's just a theory though. But I'm hoping for the Rise of the Titans. The battle will be an epic battle of all the villains from the past and all the heroes from the past and now. And we would just have a present villain to hero to villain fight. That would be sick. Gunmar, Bular, Angarot. Probably not Angarot. He's like, they won't resurrect him. Yeah, but like Gunmar, Bular, the Green Knight. I don't think Morgana. Skrull, Belrock, and other people too. And Gunmar's Gum-Gums too. But just think about it. That will be an ultimate battle. And what other way should they end off their last movie / show in the series of this trilogy called Tales of Arcadia than an epic basically a reset of all the heroes combined and an epic battle versus all of them. That would be sick. Open battlefield. Everyone's fighting. Ducey's fighting the demigods. Claire's helping. Jim's fighting Gunmar and Bular. Ark helps. Toby helps. Let's just think about that. And my other question is Nari. Will she stay? Will she help fight? Because when you see the Arcane Order, when they were fighting against when Ducey wasn't there and he was finding the Genesis seals, they were there, and I'm supposedly Nari didn't fight because she was hiding behind Claire. So I'm just gonna guess that they wrote it off screen, or you could kind of tell that she probably didn't fight. So that really depends on her, because she is a demigod after all. She's of the Eternal Forest. They're gonna really need her if they want to win. Because she has magic just like them. She could be the key to all this. And Archie. Oh my, oh Archie. I like to see him father and son time. That would be real nice. Just to see that. That would be nice. Just to see him and his dragon father. Little cat and the big dragon. And those were my thoughts. Those were my thoughts, guys, those are my theories actually for the Rise of the Titans. Who will wield Excalibur? Will it be Jim? Steve? We don't know yet. But I'm hoping, and my guess is Jim. And my other guess, if I didn't pick Jim, had to be Steve. But we don't know. Could go to anyone. Never know. Could go to the enemy, could go to the hero. Really, we'll see in the Rise of the Titans in 2020. See you soon. Arcadia YT out.